to the 147th state of the puppet nation.
Let's get it on. This week, Patricia de Lille is gloating.
I am the best.
Donald Trump is learning.
Africa is not a country.
And Pravin Gordhan is balancing.
All this and more. But first, this. This month we celebrate 25 years of the World Wide Web.
It was in 1991 that the very first website went live.
Vraggies, Deborah, it feels like just yesterday. I still get nostalgic for that old dial-up sound. Dee-don, dee-don, dee. Oh.
I suspect you're alone in that.
Actually, I joined a dial-up tone support group on the internet. Many of the members have that as their ringtone now. Isn't that marvelous?
What were actual websites like back then?
Porn or cats?
Oh gosh, no. We still had to keep real versions of those around to look at. Think of the first website as a gateway to raw information, like a hyperlinked encyclopedia.
Sounds thrilling.
But it wasn't long before we got... We got the arrival of... Sorry, this is just so hilarious. The dancing baby. It was a baby and it danced.
I think it's safe to say we've come a long way since then. Jacob Zuma has been put in charge of the state-owned entities.
Like Prasa and Eskom and so on?
Yes.
Poor man.
This has left many wondering just what exactly Cyril Ramaphosa is going to do.
It's not at all that I think my comrade has mismanaged these entities and needs more oversight.
Nobody said you did.
Don't make out like I'm trying to maneuver my deputy out of any role of actual importance because I don't want him to become the ANC's next president.
I'm not making anything out.
You asked too many difficult questions. Okay. I'm leaving now. Look.
The issue of DSTEM being part of the national anthem was raised again by the EFF this week.
They believe it is a relic of the apartheid era.
Yeah. I also have an issue with DSTEM being in the national anthem.
Apartheid President de Klerk? I didn't expect you to say that. Not at all.
Yeah, it's bedonner that they translated that bit into English, man. It sounds so wishy-washy.
So, a slightly different issue from the EFF's then?
Ons sal lewe, ons sal sterwe. It's rousing, you know. Gets the blood flowing.
Some of it is flowing to my head right now.
He's not worth it.
In the place, in the place. In the place, in the place. In the place, in the place. Everything I do is up in the place. In my closet, perfect stuff, yes. If I own it, please don't touch. Keep looking like a mess, that's fine. Could you move a little out of my frame? Cause it's my name, Ted. So get out of my way and don't be a drag. You must know by now. You must know me by now. I will take another selfie in a minute and then another selfie in a minute. You must know by now. You must know me by now. I'll be a trending topic tomorrow. Don't you know that's why they always love to call me Mr. Osmartez.
a close-fought battle, the DA took Johannesburg.
But there were indications of rough times ahead, with the EFF delaying proceedings several times.
You can delay change, but you can never prevent it.
It's ironic that you talk about change when your Speaker of the House is called Vasco da Gama.
A Vasco by any other name would rule as... Okay, look. I told him the name was going to get attention, but he just wouldn't change it.
You can delay change, but you can never prevent it.
Let's rather talk about what a great leader Herman is going to be. I mean Norman. I mean Herman. Note to self, DA MPs need better names. More like Mmusi.
While they didn't win anything outright in the municipal elections, the EFF clearly won several hearts and minds.
Many have complimented Malema on his new approach to politics, as well as his felt figure.
Yo, Justice, anyone would think I was a woman, the amount of time you media spend discussing my weight.
Do you think that you've changed as a politician?
Well, Deborah, let me put it to you in Pokemon terms.
In what now?
I would say I'm, mid-evolution. I'm strong, but I'm only going to get stronger.
And you're busy eroding the victory points of Team Instinct and Team Mystic. Oh. What? It's a fun game.
Shame. That Slowpoke cannot rule forever. Soon Team Valor will overpower him. Slowpoke must fall.
Okay, so I need to be sure if I understood this. The ANC are in charge, but you're eroding their support base and getting stronger every day?
Yes.
I just need to make a few more Pokestops and level up my XP.
Nope, lost me again. Sorry.
You can't catch them all with Deborah around.
So in Tshwane, Johannesburg and Nelson Mandela Bay, ANC MPs are going to have to get used to a new role. The opposition.
Yeah, must be strange to have been in charge for so long and now to take on the role of backbencher.
Thanks for coming today, comrades. I've called you here because you need to learn about opposition politics.
What is that?
No, comrades. Opposition politics means we are no longer the main party in certain areas. We will have to do what Mmusi Maimane has been doing all this time.
Talk with a Model C accent, huh?
No. What Julius has been doing.
Catchy slogans? Oh, you mean walkouts? Will they have like fire hydrants and must we bring our own, eh?
No. Okay, let's do a role-playing exercise. I am the main party and you are the opposition, okay? How do you stop me from passing a bill I have tabled in Parliament?
We'll ignore you.
No.
We will outvote you.
No.
We'll negotiate.
No. Yes.
With our middle fingers.
F*** off, gay.
And then I pulled the puppy to safety. Wow, that's amazing. So, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm in politics, my sister. Okay. But what exactly do you do for a living? No, man. I'm pioneering new ways forward for the black people of this nation. Oh, okay. But what I'm asking is, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Anyway, I just want to know what you do for a living.
Get a career you can be proud of with careering24.com.
And now?
This dancing baby is the best.
Oh, dear.
No, look, Deborah, look. It's a baby. And it's dancing.
Yes, it's dancing.
Well, hey there, dancing baby. I like your moves. Dance on with your pet self. I can't stop this feeling.
I need a drink.
Deep inside of me. Patricia de Lille is particularly smug right now.
She kept her mayoral seat easily and sees it as a clear sign of her superiority.
I am the best. But don't just ask me. Ask Jessica.
Oh, Patricia, truly the best at keeping Claremont's grass furniture at an acceptable acceptable length. Queen of conservative bottle store opening hours.
Oh, good grief. It's a Kugel Imbongi.
Only in Cape Town.
Custodian of middle-class values. Remover of dirty-looking vendors at busy intersections.
It's not my fault if she feels so strongly about my good qualities.
Savior of the Woolworths queuing classes. Bastion of bicycle lanes.
And she is not the only one. Everybody in Cape Town loves Tannie Pet, the mummy of the mother city.
Nobody ever gives me flowers.
Flowers for the organic free-range rosebud of the Cape.
That'll be 40 rand. Nayela, you gave it from the bottom of your heart. You promised me cash to do your promoting. Yeah, fuck, you must be grateful we didn't make you pay to sell on Adderley Street. Jay, put some. Yay! Lamba! You put some. We are tired of your cut mentality. Yay! Poor people are not your ornaments.
Patricia de Lille, champion of the free market economy.
Yo, Mazenmeier. She just hit me over the head with a bunch of fucking chrysanthemums. Meier's a gat.
That's one way to say it with flowers.
It's time to spare a thought for our poor finance minister, Pravin Gordhan. Thought spared.
The minister has had his work cut out for him balancing the books of the Treasury, with new demands being thrown at him at every turn. Thanks for joining us, Minister. You look tired.
Oh, Deborah, thank goodness it's you. I thought it was the Hawks again. Yes, it's taken many sleepless nights, but I finally worked out.
Hello, Pravin.
Mr. President, what are you doing here?
Just saying hi to an old friend. Wow, that book is looking so nice. Very balanced. But maybe it's missing a few zeros here by SAA.
Maybe if you didn't have those zeros running the SAA.
But if you add those zeros there, where will you get them from?
And the university fees, remember? They also need to be zero. Aren't you glad I'm helping?
Mr. President, you keep adding zeros to the expenses, but nothing to the income.
It's like you can see his brain starting to melt from the stress right in front of us.
Oh, and don't forget, GEMS need money from you too.
The government medical aid needs a whole budget of its own to fix.
My PA has terrible pain in her neck that needs fixing right now.
She's not the only one. Hawks keep picking away at mine.
Mmusi Maimane still believes he can be president in 2019.
Well, hey, Vasco da Gama got to be Speaker in Johannesburg Parliament this week, so anything is possible.
Okay, so take a metro other than Cape Town. Drum roll, please. Done! What's next? Win more than 50% of the vote. Well, that's only a little bit more than we got this time around. We can do that. Okay. Eliminate all the other opposition parties. There can only be one. Well, totally. I'm the only one that matters. Note to self. That Julius thing has gone on long enough. Time to nip it in the bud. I can totally nail this president thing. What's next? Perfect black set. I'm totally authentic and street. Man, eject all the races from the DA. Ensure a majority of the DA MPs are black. Gain majority support in all 9 provinces. Natalie! Natty Nat! I don't think I'm going to have time to sleep for the next 3 years, honey. Hey! I found 20 rand.
Jeez, guys, it's just 20 rand.
Bible! Guys, why are you following me? What do you want? Guys, what are you doing? Stop it. I really don't know why you guys are excited. Hi, Bella, what were you expecting? It's just a 20 rand meal. I'm not Jesus.
It's only 20 rand a meal. More of a snack, actually. For f***'s sake.
You can lick my fingers if you want.
And now it's time for the happiest moment of the news. Crossing to Riaan.
He always makes me feel so happy and calm.
Oh my God.
Riaan,
Deborah!
are you okay?
What happened?
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I wish. Deborah, vragies. Shoo, that's better. My oom Tertius se gatklap mampoer always hits the spot. Whew.
Hey, is that stuff even legal?
Shh. Riaan, what happened to you?
Well, Deborah, I was having some friends round for tea, so I thought I'd make some delicious blue waffles. Since that glorious invention 25 years ago, I've often got tasty recipes on the internet. So I went to Google.
Oh, Riaan.
What? I don't understand.
How many times have I told you to keep your safe search on?
But I'm a journalist, Deborah. I need the whole truth.
Riaan, some people just can't handle the whole truth.
Wait, I don't get it. What's wrong with blue waffles?
Well, now that we've cleared that up.
Don't ever tell me any more things, Deborah.
Riaan, when are you taking us today?
Well, Deborah, sure. It was 29 years ago that the apartheid government strengthened their already restrictive censorship laws, this time specifically targeting the alternative press. Let me take you back. Good evening, goeienaand. Minister of Home Affairs and Communication, Stoffel Botha, announced the tightening of media restrictions in Parliament today. The new restrictions give Minister Botha the power to censor and even close publications that he would label as revolution-supportive media. Joining me now is communications spokesman Van Wyk Vickers, who has been hard at work with his team to censor things. You can't say that. Can't say what? You can't tell people that we're censoring things. Under the new law, talking about censorship is censored. Then can I do a report on the censorship of news about censorship? Talking about the censorship of talking about censorship is also censored. Then can I talk about talking about censorship? No! Talking about censorship times a million, billion, trillion, gazillion is censored. Why don't you do a story about kittens, huh? Instead, people like kittens. But I don't want to do a story about kittens. Why not? You don't like kittens. Kittenator. Well, if the government is going to censor the news, I think we should at least have a right to protest about it. No! Protesting is banned! But I'm a journalist. What am I supposed to talk about? Kittens, man! Are you deaf? One day, this government will ensure that the so-called news is 88% kittens. That sounds like a bleak and ignorant future for our children. Yes, bleak and ignorant, maybe, but cuddly.
So now that the Olympics is over, how are you keeping yourself busy?
Actually, I'm so glad that you asked. I'm learning Mandarin.
Okay. Why?
I just think it'll be like super cool and impressive being able to break into Mandarin whenever I feel like it. Missy Chang, sir.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm crossing to Scott for the US News.
Liang.
When someone is close to becoming president, the Secret Service give them a security briefing. I could tell you what these involve, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. I have no damn idea what these involve. Maybe bomb passwords or list of countries with oil fields and corruptible leaders. It's time.
Oh, shit, wait. That's Hillary's dossier. Just hang on.
Okay, Mr. Trump, now we know that some of this information might blow your mind. We ask you to remain calm. I was born calm, Secret Service agent. I'm really great at being calm.
First of all, Africa is not a country.
Don't waste my time with jokes. It really isn't. It's a continent. See, here's countries in it like Chad. Chad is one of my sons, isn't he? Is he in Africa again? That boy spends far too much time killing lions.
No, sir. Chad is a country. Maybe you'd recognize a more famous country like South Africa?
That's not a country. That's just the southern bit of Africa. Stop trying to make me look like a fool, okay? I'm really, really great at knowing things about the world. Just ask the independent nation of Scotland. They love me. Actually, Scotland isn't independent.
But they voted for Brexit.
No, they want to stay in Europe, but now most of them want to leave Britain.
Now you're just making crap up. Next, you'll tell me that Afghanistan and Pakistan aren't related, even though they have the same surname.
It's gonna be a long day. Ha. Let me go get coffee.
Just make sure it's genuine homegrown American coffee. None of that foreign muck.
Barack Obama only has a few months left of his presidency, but they're not going to be peaceful, especially not with politicians implying he started ISIS or claiming that he's America's biggest drug dealer.
My fellow Americans, it has come to my attention that some of you genuinely believe I started ISIS. I did not. Where do you jokers think I would find the time to run a multinational terrorist organization when I'm already in charge of the U.S. Armed Forces? Okay, as to my drug dealing, the only drug I'm peddling is free healthcare. Not everything can be a joke. Not until I retire and set up Big O's Jokerama. Right behind my Gunzapalooza and Drug-O-Matic. You guys are a tough crowd.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel has been notoriously helpful towards those fleeing conflict in the Middle East. But now she's facing a backlash from right-wing politicians in her own country.
A new anti-immigrant party, the AfDA, is stirring up a lot of hatred for Muslims. No doubt this will be keeping Social Democrat Merkel up at night.
Incorrect. Germans hating Muslims is not causing me sleepless nights. As a country, we've come so far. 75 years ago, who would have ever thought that Germans would share anything in common with hardline Israelis?
Really, Chancellor?
All right. It's a headache. AfDA keeps asking why Muslims want to come to Germany if not to change our way of life. All we eat is pork and beer.
So how do you tackle racism like that?
You make it illegal. Then when anyone tries to talk about it, you put your fingers in your ears like this and go, nah, 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 nah.
Is it working?
No. In Germany, we are increasingly finding that racism, which is deeply shameful everywhere else in the world, is not only being tolerated, but celebrated. We have the same problem with David Hasselhoff. It's so humiliating.
So, there you have it, folks. Everybody still wants to be in charge of everybody else. But if 25 years of the internet has taught us anything, it's that change is inevitable. And dancing babies are always funny.
This has been the 147th state of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Bye.
Have you finally stopped watching that dancing baby?
Yeah, I have, Deborah, because I have found something even better. Beep, beep.
Shut up.